Hi guys, welcome back to the most awaited video, which is Principle of Design. In NATA 2021 and even generally in architecture, Principle of Design plays an important role. Let's start with important 5 Principle of Design and also understand how they are interlinked. Starting with axis, which means it is a line established by 2 points about which forms and spaces can be arranged in a regular or irregular manner. Let's start with understanding every term in reference to architecture and nature, starting with characteristics of axis. Like you can see in the graphics, it induces movement and promotes views along its path. So there are 2 points, that is A and B, and the movement from A to B is the axis. Next, an axis must be terminated at both of its ends by a significant form and space. And the notion of the axis can be reinforced by defining edges along its length. Like you can see in the graphics, the bolder dots are defining the edges and the length. And an axis can also be established simply by a symmetrical arrangement of forms and spaces. Like you can see in the graphic, for example, if you link road to axis, the building beside defines the road. To understand better, let's look into architectural example, that is starting with an axis serves to, that is points in space established by vertical linear elements or centralized building forms. So like you can see in the image, the path which is defined by trees, water leads you to the focal point, and that is termed as axis. Moving on, a similar example which again the axis leads you towards the focal point with water and shrubs defining it. Another example of axis in everyday life is the railway track, which leads you towards a focal point. For example, in this image of the Archway Triumph, these are 12 avenues. Those are the axis which leads towards the central node, that is the focal point. All these 12 avenues are termed as axis. Moving ahead, the next principle of design is symmetry. That is the balanced distribution and arrangement of equivalent forms and spaces about a common line, axis or point. So this is how it is interlinked. The forms which define the axis are now created because of the axis. Like you can see in the graphics below, here we again draw an axis and the forms are created as a mirror image on both the sides and called as symmetrical axis. So let's start with looking at architectural examples for symmetry, and there are types. First one is bilateral symmetry. Like you can see in the graphics below, the axis is creating the mirror images on all the 4 sides. And vertically symmetrical architecture is the Lal Killa Delhi and is a mirror image of all the components along the axis line. Next is the radial symmetry, like you can see in the graphics below, and the best example for this is plan of Sanchi Stupa, Madhya Pradesh. While in nature, best example for symmetry is butterfly, which is vertically symmetrical, like you can see in the image above. Another symmetry illustration in architecture is the Lotus Temple, New Delhi, and here is the axis line showing the symmetry. And I hope you're clear with the difference of axis and symmetry, as axis is path and symmetry are the components or forms mirrored along the axis. Moving ahead to the next principle of design, that is hierarchy, which means the articulation of a form or space by its size, shape or placement relative to the forms and spaces of the organization. Like you can see in the graphics below, hierarchies help signal the importance of each element, and the best example for hierarchy is the newspaper and how the fonts in the newspaper are used to grab your attention, starting from the headline to the sub-headline to the content, and hence giving importance to the headlines with size, shape or color. Like you can see in the graphics below, how in a regular pattern there is a hierarchy of shape, color, size and placement. Let's understand this with more architectural examples, starting with the types of hierarchy. The first one is hierarchy by size. Like you can see in the graphics below, and this is Taj Hotel Mumbai. While in the regularity of the windows and the structure, the main structure is the center portion and the ends and creates the hierarchy of shape. So with this hierarchy, you understand the entrance of the structure. For example, like in a house, the main door is always more decorated or larger than the other doors of the house. Similarly, the next type is hierarchy by shape. Now you can see in the graphics below the regularity and the emphasis. So here hierarchy and emphasis go hand in hand. So in the structure below, in the regularity of the windows, the skylights are a different shape. Let's create the hierarchy of shape. moving ahead is hierarchy of placement. Like you can see in the graphics below, this is Museum of Modern Art, San Francisco. Or in the regularity of straight lines, edges and grid, the circular shape and the placement creates the hierarchy. So let's understand hierarchy better in the perspective of nature. Like you can see in food chain above, the carnivore are 10%, the omnivore are 20%, the herbivore are 30% and the producers are 50%. Also, let's understand the hierarchy through architecture. So like you can see in the image above is the Temple of Heaven, Beijing, China. If you have not come across these architectural structures, look into the video linked above. So here the hierarchy of architecture is through roof, like you can see in the above image, with its shape and its form. I hope you're clear with hierarchy. Moving on to the next principle of design, that is datum. A datum refers to a line, plane or volume of reference to which other element in the composition can relate. Like you can see in the graphics below, the curved line holds the forms together. Let's understand through graphics and relate this to the backbone of the human structure and how the backbone is the datum of your hands, your legs, your ribs and all the other bone structure in a human body. Likewise, the shape is also another datum which is holding onto the circles like shown above. Moving ahead, datum can organize the elements in the following ways, starting with line and how line defines the objects around it. Like for example is this Darbar Square in Nepal, and this axis line, that is the main street, holds in all the temples like you can see in the image above, and hence is the datum of the place through line. Next, how a plane acts as a datum, like you can see in the examples below. This is Salvation Army Hostel, Paris, France, and how the regularity or the backdrop plane is holding onto the volumes front, like how the mountain is the backdrop in the paintings. Another datum is the volume. Like you can see in the image above how a bigger volume holds in smaller volumes in it. For example is Piazza San Marco, Venice, Italy, which depicts how the bigger temple is holding in small shrines within it and is a datum for volume. Now let's understand datum through nature. Here is a plant and the stem of the plant is the datum for the leaves with different size and shape and the flower as well, just like the backbone mentioned before. Another example in architecture is Academy of Sciences, San Francisco by architect Renzo Piano. And like shown in the graphics above, the line as datum is holding on to the shapes above and below it. Moving on to the next principle of design is rhythm. Rhythm incorporates the fundamental notion of repetition as a device to organize forms and spaces in architecture. So here rhythm and repetition is interconnected. While repetition means repeating same object or element again and again, while rhythm is repeating the same object in a way or flow. Let's start with repetition and can organize the elements in the following ways, that is size, shape and detail characteristics. So this is repetition of same elements, while rhythm can be organized in the following ways. First one is in a radial or concentric manner about a point, like you can see in the graphics below, and can be clearly linked to Sydney Opera House, Australia, and the gleaming sails of the ships-like structure are very similar to the radial rhythm. Another similar example is sequentially according to size in a linear fashion, like you can see in the graphics above, and the example is Cultural Center, Germany, and like you can see in the highlights how repetition is narrowed down to rhythm. Moving on to examples of rhythm in nature, and the first thing noticed is the water ripples keeps on repeating but rhythmically. Also you can refer to musical notes in this condition. Moving ahead are some visual design principles. Starting with intricacy, placement in a strategic position will call attention to a particular element of a design. Another word for which is complexity, like you can see above with a simple example of letter F repeating and rotating to create this intricate form. Also, visual principles are all derived from nature, and here are some examples showing intricacy like the spider web or roots of trees, while intricacy in architecture looks like these detailings and complex structures, and the best way to link intricacy is to jewelry design. And an example for intricacy in architecture is the Irani mosque. Moving on to the next visual principle of design is parallelism of lines, planes or surfaces side by side and having the same distance continuously between them. Like you can see the horizontal, vertical and diagonal parallel lines and can best relate to the railway track and in nature to the veins of the leaves running parallel through each other, and the columns in the Parthenon in Athens, Greek are the best architectural examples for parallel lines. So any kind of line may be curved, crooked, slant, straight, repeating in similar distance throughout is considered to be parallel. Moving ahead to the next principle of design, that is flow, the action or fact of moving along in a steady continuous stream. Like you can see in the graphics above, and the best architectural example for this is either Ali Wave Center by architect Zaha Hadid, or the curve of the spiral staircase leading to the topmost floor. And in nature, flow is evidently seen by the waves on the beach, or any line which is curving and leading from point A to point B is considered as the flow in principle of design. Here we come to the end of the video. I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. All the very best for your exam, and stay tuned for more architectural videos. See you. Bye.